Man, what a day, Wrestleheads. Goddamn. What a day, Randy. What a damn day.
It's fucking shocking.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to start this off real quick because this is primarily a wrestling show. But I do have to brace you that there will be some NBA references. The first one being right now, how the Celtics went ahead and told Cleveland that we wasn't about to lay down and die and be your bitch in Cleveland. And we did it without Isaiah Thomas. Congratulations to them for winning in dramatic fashion with a late last-minute three-pointer. For all y'all out there who said, oh, the Celtics are getting swept, watch the Spurs tomorrow if you want to see a sweep. Congratulations. Now, to even bigger news than that, we got a new WWE Heavyweight Champion. A new one, a brand spanking new one. Something that this show has been clamoring for the longest time. And it comes from an unlikely guy from an unlikely country.
Bray Wyatt.
Which one of the fastest rises in wrestling. Jinder motherfucking Mahal. Congratulations to you, sir. You went primetime tonight. The hard work paid off. People like fucking Ryback are out there talking about you use steroids and you won the belt. So congratulations to you. I don't care how long the title reign is. Hard work paid off for Hard Body Mahal, and he went prime time tonight, and can't nobody take it away from him.
Hey, you talk about fucking Ryback. That motherfucker gonna be pissing his cereal in the morning. You gonna be trying to hurry up and do a fucking podcast, cause you know that motherfucker, he wanted to be world champion, and then he gonna say, motherfucker, like, hey, you gotta think about it. Jinder just jobbed at WrestleMania to fucking
Rob Gronkowski
and Mojo Potatoes.
And let me tell you something, because you were on to something, okay? You were on to something when you were talking about how Randy Orton got this title run. It was kind of like penance for getting the living daylights beat out of you by Brock Lesnar.
Well, I gave it to him.
What happened to Hard Body Mahal tonight could have been penance for him having to humiliate himself and do the job for Rob Gronkowski at WrestleMania. And that deserves a championship.
And that SmackDown.
And the SmackDown after. That deserves the championship for dealing with that. But more importantly, the way that dude came back, the shape he came back in, chin down, head down, working hard. Yo, he's an unlikely champion. It's not something that you see every day. But at the same time, he looked like he belonged. And I can't wait to see him on Tuesday getting out the limo with the damn carpet rolled out, with the suit on, whatever you call that head shit, and the fucking WWE Championship.
But see, sit there, think about it. The 3 members of 3MB, right? Motherfucking one gets to keep his job, and fucking Slater, he's Slater, and I mean they put him through the fucking ringer for over a fucking year.
Yeah, they did.
I mean they had him jobbing the geezers, they had him jobbing to everybody. And I mean, in the pinnacle, he was just a tag team champion. Then you look at somebody like Drew McIntyre, who left for a couple of years with Hard Body Mahal. They both got canned at the same time. They fucking left, went over fucking seas, worked at their fucking craft. Drew McIntyre, as you know, he won the TNA World Title. He's a massive motherfucker, and they wanted him to come back. You think about it. Drew McIntyre left when he had a promised another run at they goal. They told him, like, hey, we're going to make you the centerpiece. And he said, hey, they was fucking around. You took 3 weeks too long. I made a deal. And I remember I told you, I said, why? He come back to the WWE. I said, that's the only way where you turn down some shit like that.
Well, I'll tell you like this. I don't care what the circumstances are tonight. I really don't. I don't care if WWE put that belt on him because they got an Indian tour coming up. You know what I'm saying? And they want the folks of India to get on top of this product. I don't care if that's the reason. I don't care if they just wanted Randy Orton to drop the belt because maybe he wants to go on vacation. I don't care.
Eat cereal out of his wife's titties again.
Bro, I don't give a damn what the circumstances are. I am happy for Jinder Mahal. I'm just saying, I am happy for Jinder Mahal at this moment. Now, if they take the fucking belt away from him at the next show, next pay-per-view, whatever. He is now able to put on his resume that he is a former WWE Heavyweight Champion. There's a lot of folks out there who worked hard and can't ever say that, you know? And like I said, as weird as it sounds, because it's very unorthodox, very surprising, but real wrestling fans like ourselves, you know, we knew that the minute they put fucking AJ Styles on, as soon as they put AJ Styles on with Kevin Owens on the mid-card section of the night, and they saved Jinder for last, you knew that belt was changing hands. Because if it wasn't going to change, they would have put Orton and Jinder on during the mid-card. and they would have had AJ and Kevin Owens send us home. That was a clear-cut giveaway right there. And then as you watch the match and you watch how it cycled and went through, man, and I hope the Singh boys are okay. Because Orton dropped them both on their heads. That second one he knew was too damn rough, and that's why he made that face and kind of broke character for a second.
Before I get to that, and I wanted to finish what I was saying, that shows you dedication. Them two dudes, Drew McIntyre, he's taking the longer route by going through the NXT, and he's going to be the one to take the belt off of fucking Bobby Roode. You can tell.
Roode, yeah.
And you look at your boy Jinder. They took the long route to get back. It took them some years to get back. But hard work, that show you hard work pays off.
Sure does.
You know, perseverance pays off. And for them two dudes, and as of tonight, the man of the night, young Jinder, don't hinder the gender, hard body Mahal, whatever the fuck you want to call him, the Maharaj, whatever you want to call him, he's the man now. He's the man on SmackDown. And this is shots out. I've been saying this shit. I've been saying this shit from the brand split. SmackDown is the more progressive brand. They sit there and give you new people. You seeing new people that you would have never thought ever touched the gold in Bray Wyatt and Jinder Mahal. You got over there on Raw, it's the same old fucking shit where the champion's taking a fucking powder somewhere and mounting his wife. You know? And I'm just telling the truth.
Oh Lord.
And at the end of the day, it's nice to see SmackDown sitting there saying, hey, if it's fucking Road Dogg or whoever the fuck writing the shit in the back, they sit there and say like, okay, fuck it, let's roll the dice.
It's nice to give a dude a chance in the off season. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm saying just new people. That's what I always ask for. Since we've been on this fucking show and had this show back in 2008, I was like, I want to see progressive shit. Because you know, motherfuckers running out of time. See, Randy Orton, thanks to you, this should be your last title reign. Thanks for coming. Great career. You should be just bullshitting and RKO motherfuckers every now. Still eating cereal out of your wife's titties, which she got some nice ones. Now, with that being said,
damn, Randy.
Hey, the video's up on Wrestleheads. I'm just saying. Nonetheless, hey, I can't fault the man. That's his wife, so it's okay. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you're an enhancement talent, pretty much, just a glorified one. And just to see the new kids get a shot, I'm glad about that. I'm not happy about the Sami Zayn going over Baron Corbin shit, because to me, Zayn's just a jobber. He's a high-profile jobber, you know. Well, Baron Corbin, that kid got something. But to get back to what we was talking about, you know, congrats to motherfucking Hardbody. I mean, you know, that's something big. Over his country, you know they fucking having a fucking party like a motherfucker right
And
now.
they should. They should.
Because, I mean, now, I don't know, is he the first Indian world champion?
Great Khali.
Yeah. He's the first Indian WWE champion.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the same belt because the one that Jinder's holding is the original.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, it's, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you know what?
I mean, so
before we go all the way off, we can just start from the beginning real quick. You know, Backlash pay-per-view ran down tonight. On the undercard tonight, you had the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, defeat Aiden English. Aiden English didn't look like a scrub tonight. Took him, you know,
he's highly talented.
Well, I mean, they got him singing and then getting beat up. I'm just saying, they got the guys singing and getting beat up. I mean,
that was like his old gimmick. You know, he had that gimmick before he joined up with Simon Graham or
Simon Gotch.
Yeah. Well, he calls himself Graham now. But
Simon Graham.
Yeah. Well, because I think he's supposed to be going on Ring of Honor, but nonetheless,
okay.
He had that fucking that shit. What he doing? He did that before he joined up with him. And I mean, the dude is highly skilled, and I mean, they got him jobbing. I mean, Perfect 10. I don't know. They need another belt because right now it's gonna be a stranglehold. Now you got young Jinder with the fucking the world title. You got Kevin Owens still holding on that U.S. title, which AJ Styles probably gonna come back around for it. And then after that, it's like what you got.
Yeah. And let's be honest, tonight debuted Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style. Him and Dolph Ziggler started the show with a bang. Match. Yeah, they wrestled good together, man. They told a good story.
But I mean, they practiced like 4 or 5 times before they got this with the dark matches, which I don't understand why you gotta practice with the dark matches. I don't know.
Either way, it looked good tonight. Yeah. Nakamura took him down, but man, Dolph Ziggler with them Coors Light tights, letting you know he's still here.
He almost made it like it was like USA versus Japan because they have the American flag and shit on them.
Yeah.
And then you got Nakamura coming from Japan and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I digress. Let's move on.
It was decent, man.
Because we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, you had that match, and then you had the second match out was the tag team championship match with the Fandango and Tyler Breeze against the Usos, and you know even
Breezango, aka the Fashion Police.
Yeah, you know at the beginning when he was doing those costumes and shit, I wasn't feeling it, but the minute they got into really wrestling, I gotta throw a shout out to Fandango. He wrestled his ass off tonight, bro. He was all over the place. In the ring, out the ring, in the ring, out the ring. He was doing everything. But I mean, you couldn't take it off of the consummate professionals, the Usos. They're just better, you know? It's like sometimes in life, these things happen. They, you know, they got over with the gimmicks and stuff, and they made the crowd laugh and stuff. And like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from Fandango because he wrestled his ass off tonight. But you couldn't, in good faith, take the belt off the Usos.
But see, the thing about it, let's just be honest with this shit. Fandango and Tyler Breeze, of course, Fandango's a better wrestler than Tyler Breeze, but they both good wrestlers.
Well, see, that's the thing.
And that's the thing about it. So it's not like the Ascension or something like they just straight trash. Where you sitting there like, oh yeah, man, we amazed that they had a fucking good match. No, you got two capable people in there. Then you got the fucking Usos who's been going hard for years. And shouts out to them, whoever fucking pledged. When they went to SmackDown, like, hey, can we change our goddamn fucking shit to become bad guys? Because it suits them. The fucking hardcore music, the thuggish look, or the gangster look they got now, it works for them. And if they would let young Roman fucking just go heel, I think that would be you put them three together, shit, they'd be running shit.
It would be believable that they can run roughshod because you got all champions up there. You know,
and you put the little family fucking ties in there. They tried it before, but they didn't let them get a good push with it.
Not as good as they could have. Mm-hmm. No, I agree, and that's what I'm saying. That's what gets me about Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze, when he was in NXT, he was all over the fucking place. He was busting his ass every week. You saw Tyler Breeze getting it done. Now he's got on a fake bald cap, a fake mustache, playing a janitor. I haven't seen that shit since Jim Duggan found the WCW television title on the trash can, and just fucking, I'm TV champ now. You know what I mean? But once the Usos got rid of all that crap, the dress, got him dressing up like Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Family. What the fuck was that? You know? He didn't need none of that shit. He's a damn good wrestler on his own. And you got I love Mama's Family too. And then you got fucking Brazil, like I said, Fandango out there wrestling the match of his life. And if Tyler Breeze didn't have to play all these dumbass characters, you know what I'm saying? I know he can bring it too. But nonetheless, Usos won the belt. We can move on from that. You know what I'm saying? The next thing was what? The Divas 6-woman tag. You had Natalya, Carmella, along with the boy, and Tamina against the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion.
She didn't want to show them tits tonight.
Man, Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch.
Boy, Naomi had that fatty out there.
Yeah,
showcase.
Yeah, her outfit's very nice. It shows quite a bit.
Hey, shouts out to the Usos. Was that whichever one?
I don't know if it's Jimmy or Jay, but man.
Yeah, the other one got a nice wife too. Like shit.
Really?
Yeah. I know Rikishi hit bum ass at for his father, but he should be proud of his goddamn sons. In their wrestling career and in their personal career.
Yeah, they're doing great, man. So anyway, you had the heel team win, Tamina,
which was expected.
Yeah, you gotta let the heels win, otherwise you can't create a feud. You know what I'm saying? And I believe what? They had Becky Lynch tap out.
Yep, she.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't picture, honestly, in this feud, I don't picture the faces winning. I see fucking heels winning again, and I see Charlotte decking Naomi and say, "Bitch, I'm coming out of your belt." That's where I see
something, or even Natalya might get another run out of this. You never know, because if they're trying to play this ring around the rosy shit with Charlotte, where they may not want her to win it until next year, then you're gonna slide to the heel team and let the heel team hold it. But I think Naomi's comfortable with the belt to at least, I'd say, SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, you remember I'll put up in Wrestleheads if y'all check that out. They were going to give the belt to Carmella because they've been loving her work and loving her character. And
I don't think in good faith with all them wrestlers over there you can do that right now.
Yeah, and they're going to give it to her for basically a cup of coffee. And that fucking Tuesday, they probably going to have Naomi take it off her. But they did the right thing. It was in Naomi's hometown and all that shit. She's Orlando out all the fucking time. Everybody knows that.
Hey,
it was the right thing for them to do.
Hey, I like Carmella. You know, I think her and James Ellsworth is keeping themselves.
She didn't came alone. Carmella, yeah. I give her credit. She didn't progress.
They keeping themselves relevant by working off of each other, and then now joining this heel alliance. I got no problem with it. But her getting the belt, not yet. You know, if it happens a little bit further down the road, I can see that. But
don't be surprised she touched gold before her man, Big Cass. Man, you remember was the time that motherfucker was on the head, had a rocket Gibraltar up his ass.
He did.
And you thought
like, he fit the typical WWE profile of what they wanted the champion to be. And then it just seemed like, I don't know if he
gave up,
regressed or what happened, because Enzo and Cass as a tag team has regressed.
I'm sorry, it's at the moment where, you know, on this show, like A-Mark sit here and shit on Enzo. Honestly, I'm at the point where I can't even blame Enzo. I think Cass is the dead weight. No, because if you notice, think about it. Enzo be the one in the ring working. Enzo be the one talking.
Well, Enzo
I'm
takes
saying,
all the punishment.
That's what I'm saying. You think about it.
That's for
Enzo doing them two things, and what the fuck Big Cass doing?
He go in there and throw his leg up and give somebody the boot.
And that's it. And he barely gets a half a foot off the ground with the elbow. With that Empire State elbow. Like, I'm sorry, like, just to the point where people got to look at this shit. I can't blame Enzo no more. I came to that conclusion, like, if he's out there talking and he's doing all the wrestling, okay, so we give him Cass a fucking pass? I'm just saying, it's something to think about going forward.
It's something to think about, but let's get back to this Backlash situation, because we do got to get to quite a few issues here that went on this past week and stuff. But, you know, nonetheless, congratulations to the heel team. You know, they won the match.
No surprise.
Right after that, they went right into the United States Championship match. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Moves that only they will do wrestling each other. I mean, it was high impact. It was everything you was looking for.
It was a good match, but I hate how they ended it because it left a sour taste. Like,
it was kind of rough. But if you wanted to keep the belt on Kevin Owens and not make AJ Styles like he legitimately lost, that's the way you got to do it. I ain't never seen a guy get his leg caught on the table before. I mean, that was new, you know. And then, you know, Kevin Owens wins by countout, and in typical heel fashion, he's got to give him that love tap to the back of the head before he gets out of there. But AJ sold the leg all the way through the match, sold the leg all the way up to the curtain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if their feud can't be over, because Kevin Owens went ahead and kicked him again while he was down. So they probably carry that into the next show as well. And then after that, you have former Wyatt family members. Well, I guess you can say Eric Rowan's still part of the Wyatt family. But you know, he requested to wrestle Luke Harper on the Talking Smack show. And Shane McMahon went ahead and took care of that for him and gave him his match.
Good bitched up.
So we got these two big behemoths going at it before the main event, you know. And it was weird because, like, they were dropping power bombs, throwing each other all over the place. I mean, just really getting it done. And all it took was a tornado. I don't even know if that was a clothesline.
I think it's like his discus clothesline he do.
But it wasn't even a clothesline because he didn't get to extend because Rowan just ran right into him. It was more like a tornado forearm. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he went ahead and took care of that, and then we went right into the main event where we started the show with Hardbody Mahal went over, and he went over great, you know. And I like I said, I just hope the Singh boys are okay, you know, because Orton really jacked them up.
Yeah. And
man, that's big for Tuesday, man. Congratulations to the SmackDown brand for pulling the trigger on Mahal. I mean, it doesn't hurt to give the guy a month in the off season. If he can show you that he can be a good champion, give him another month. If he's awful at it, take it back off of him. But at least they're trying, and they're giving these guys an opportunity. That's all you can ask for. Because we know that sooner or later, Nakamura is going to wind up around in that title picture, and it's probably going to be him versus AJ. But then we also got hope that, fuck, I totally skipped over the Baron Corbin-Sami Zayn match, but Baron Corbin lost.
See?
And I didn't understand that, you know.
See?
that just, you know, I like Sami Zayn and everything, but I think tonight's victory would have been more valuable for Baron Corbin.
Look, Chuck, Night Train, whatever you want to call yourself. It's like this. Let's just tell the truth. Sami Zayn is a glorified jobber, and that's the way it is. He's a glorified jobber that people like. People like hearing his song and then get to the ole ole shit, like the El Generico shit. I get it. The dude's good. Is he a world champion? Fuck no. Maybe he can get an Intercontinental or US title one day.
I think he's good enough for that. I mean,
yeah.
I think he can mid-card.
Yeah, if they had a TV title, but world champion, people gotta stop it. You know, you got.
But see, here's the argument with that.
What?
You know, just like the way Jinder Mahal won it tonight, it's a circumstantial situation. Because Sami Zayn is a more talented wrestler than Jinder Mahal.
Of course.
But Jinder Mahal's just got the look right now. You know,
he
looks like a champion.
He pushed himself over.
Yeah.
You gotta come over. Sami Zayn couldn't even be bad if he tried. You think about that. He don't have that. Some people don't know. It's like Bayley. If she tried, unless she got a whole different switch we ain't never seen, it can't happen.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. Some people have that. It's like it's that circumstances shit. Like, you know, you too good. I mean, you know, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. That's all I can say. Like, shouts out to fucking Sami Zayn, but to me, Baron Corbin's going next level, and I guess they doing this shit to put a little hinder in the Money in the Bank trail because he's going to get that.
He should get that.
He's going to get that.
He should get that.
And I don't know why that's not a both show pay-per-view, but whatever. But with that Sami Zayn shit, I mean, the dude, I don't know, man. Just he too injury prone for me. See, it's hard for me because I think personally, I think he legitimately hurt his back. He just toughed this shit out because the shit happened so early in the fucking match where the boy didn't even do nothing to his back. That's how I figure it was legit kill. He was even holding that shit before they even got no high impact moves. So for me, it's hard for me to put that belt on somebody that's injury prone.
We'll find out on Tuesday if he's legitimately hurt.
That's like with the whole Seth Rollins shit. Like, and I know the WWE thinking the same thing too. Like, you can't put that shit on somebody that's injury prone. It's a Daniel Bryan thing. They did that shit with him so many times. Oh yeah, here's the belt. Here's the belt. It hurt. Intercontinental, it hurt. The only time he didn't get hurt, his first run, and when he was tagged with Kane. But I digress. What's fucking next?
I think you got to go ahead and give him the rundown from NXT TakeOver.
Shit, basically, match of the night, the United Kingdom Championship. What's that? Pete Dunne.
It's the guy with that mustache.
No, it wasn't him. The champion been growing up, Tyler Bate. That mustache. Pete Dunne beat Tyler Bate, and everybody heralded the match of the fucking night. The second match of the night was for the tag belts, where you had Authors of Pain beat DIY. Then of course you have the breakup of DIY with Gargano beating the dog shit out of Johnny Wrestling.
That's crazy.
And they totally ended their fucking tag team, which that means they're gonna get pushed to the main roster. Then you have fucking Bobby Roode beating Atami with the whole CM Punk fucking chance when Atami hit the GTS because they was in Chicago. Then you have fucking Asuka beating the other two bras, beating Ruby Riott and fucking Nikki Cross. And then to start out the fucking pay-per-view, you have fucking Roderick Strong versus Eric Young, which they seemed like they had a solid pay-per-view. Of course, the two matches was the highlights, and then probably the third match was the NXT title, then the women, and then Roderick Strong. Maybe the women was last because I think everybody wanted to see fucking Ember Moon, but as Ember Moon got hurt before that shit, and that's basically the rundown of fucking NXT fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
Great crowd in Chicago like always.
Yeah, so basically
people don't realize Chicago is one of the best wrestling towns, or out there where they had Rosemont, but Chicago too.
Good old Rosemont Horizon.
Well, it's called the Allstate Arena.
Who gives a shit? It's the Rosemont Horizon.
Because they got the new one where DePaul on the lakefront. They probably gonna start going there, but they only seat like 10,000 people. But Nice state-of-the-art fucking stadium they got. But good crowd. And then we're gonna see where all this shit goes down to SmackDown and see how that shit breaks down. So what's next?
I mean, you know, just giving a basic rundown of Monday Night Raw. You know, Kurt Angle came out and announced that he's gonna have that fatal five-way. You know what I'm saying? At their pay-per-view in 2 weeks, Extreme Rules. You know, you're gonna have basically these guys competing to see who the #1 contender to Brock Lesnar's championship is.
Then you got your 5: Roman Reigns, motherfucking Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, and Young Joe, aka Samoa Joe. Let's be honest, let's cut the shit. We can eliminate all these until one, and that's Finn Balor. Finn Balor's gonna be the one that's gonna get served to Brock Lesnar.
But see, here's the thing with that though. Do you really want Finn Balor to go against Brock Lesnar now, and then Brock Lesnar demolishes him, or are you gonna send someone else up against him? Because remember, Finn Balor is quite a favorite, you know, with McMahon, and he ain't gonna want fucking Finn Balor just going to get destroyed like that.
It's like this. It's process of elimination.
You know,
I looked at it like this, like the old motherfucker on a totem pole. You just roll me right now. You got Roman Reigns. They saving Reigns and Lesnar next year at WrestleMania. So you take Roman Reigns out the equation. Samoa Joe, they're not gonna have badass versus badass. They're not gonna have that somebody that can actually go in there and whoop his ass. No, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna save Joe for somebody else, and that's Triple H's fucking hitman. So you put him out the way. Then you got Bray Wyatt. Even though everybody wanted to see that shit, that's not gonna happen because it don't fit right now. So you take him out the way. Who that leave? Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Now, young Seth Rollins has already went against Lesnar on multiple occasions. So that take him out of it. That only leaves the only showcase match that gets Finn, where he gets to sit there and say, like, now I get my rematch that I never got from me giving up my belt, and then you give somebody brand new to serve up to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but see,
and then the fans gonna be in it too because Finn Balor got a lot of fans.
Yeah, but see, the thing with that is, if that's the way you're gonna go, right? Then why did Roman Reigns beat him down in cold blood on Raw?
Because, Chuck, you gotta look for the rivalry. You can't have where Finn Balor just said, "Hey, I kicked your ass last year on my first night." You can't have where he be 2-0 versus Roman Reigns. You can't have that. See, because Roman Reigns have transcended that since that shit happened with his whole U.S. title reign. Because remember, Roman Reigns went next level even with that. Because you remember, Roman Reigns ain't touched the world title since when? What, the year before?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he ain't been the champion. Jesus Christ, he ain't been a champion none of this year, and I think he was only a champion with a piece of last year, a little.
But see, again, you're okay.
Yeah, I hope so. Shit.
Hey, again though, now I'm just playing the logic game here. Going in against Brock Lesnar, now mind you, this title defense ain't gonna be till fucking July, right?
No, it's coming up. Well, yeah.
Great Balls of Fire is in July.
Yeah. Or June. What is it, June?
No, it's not June. I think it's July. So then that means that means they're gonna bullshit another month. So then you're having this match now, but in reality, you want someone like Finn Balor to have a head of steam going against Brock Lesnar. You know, that way, you know, if he loses,
he's gonna have a head of steam. He's gonna beat 4 other people in the same night.
Okay, but then again, you're still gonna have 1 month where something else is gonna have to happen. Now, what's the timetable on Braun Strowman?
Braun Strowman, they say he ain't gonna be back from 4 to 6 months. Bullshit. I call bullshit.
So you think he'll be back by SummerSlam?
Exactly. Because he just had a fucking elbow shit. And if you think people forget this shit, they put these timetables out here for normal people, not people that's in shape, that's muscular and everything like that. They say like sometimes muscular takes time and all that shit. I say bullshit. If the person's in shape already, it's just them getting the strength back in their shit. That dude go hit that shit hard. He ain't gonna have no fucking distractions, no nothing. He gonna come back bigger, faster, stronger than ever. That motherfucker be ready by SummerSlam. After they disperse a Finn Balor, he'll be ready for Brock.
But see, that's the thing though. They're gonna want him and Roman to finish whatever saga they got.
Because Roman gonna be entrenched in something else by then. You talking months ahead. He gonna be entrenched with somebody else. And then that nigga gonna come back. Braun Strowman gonna come back for Brock Lesnar. It was already set up. It was already happening. That's gonna be your match, man.
Okay.
Now, I understand this. This show is called Wrestleheads. We ain't calling bullshit here. I get why everybody's scared because they don't want Finn Balor to get fucking filleted by Brock Lesnar.
It's not even about that. If he's gonna get fucked up, he's gonna get fucked up. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, it's gotta still make sense going into the match.
That's gonna be the sense. The sense is he worked his way back. It's a fucking good job, can try story. He came back from an injury. They're gonna be playing all that shit. He came back from an injury. He worked his way back up.
The demons, all that stuff, and then he's gonna go to Suplex City.
Yeah. See, the thing about it is, he's gonna have to come out of that demon shit. Because the little fucking fake ass cool hand Luke with the leather and all that shit, that ain't gonna cut the mustard. You going against the beast, he's gonna have to be the demon. So, hey, he's gonna go to Suplex City.
Something's telling me that Finn Balor's not gonna win that match at Extreme Rules.
Who you think? Who?
I have no idea.
Okay,
bro.
shit, you gotta put something out there. You taking him? You just said, hey, he's not gonna
win. You know
win.
what? You know, give me another week or two of Monday Night Raw, and then because it's in 2 weeks.
It ain't gonna be Roman Reigns.
Well,
everybody
I gotta look at another Raw before I can make a determination. But
they saved that for Mania.
One thing's for sure is you got the Fatal 5-Way. That's your main event. You got the Tag Team Championship match, Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
God, they dragging that shit.
That's going up again. Okay.
That is like.
You got the WWE Divas match. Alexa Bliss is going to defend against Bayley. God. You know what I'm saying? A return match.
That's another.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Cruiserweight match with fucking what's his name?
King of the Cruiserweights.
King of the Cruiserweights. Neville's going to go against Austin Aries again, right? For how many times? What, third time?
Fucking no, it's.
All right. So they're going up again, and then what was that? Who was that had a nice little feud starting too? I think Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins is going to go again.
God, I'm tired of that shit too.
So basically, we got to see what's going on with Extreme Rules. Like I said, we're off of SmackDown's pay-per-view tonight, and we're off of TakeOver. But tomorrow's Raw, and now Raw's taking the driver's seat, and they're going to push forward to their pay-per-view Extreme Rules because they got they're having a kendo stick match for the ladies. But there has to be an Extreme Rules match on that card somewhere. I think you got to do Sheamus, Cesaro, and the Hardys. They got to go Extreme Rules.
I think the 5-Way is going to be Extreme Rules match.
Oh, man. Okay, well, now you got my attention.
Okay, Calvin.
Hey, now you got my motherfucking attention right there because...
You have my curiosity.
Hey,
now you have my attention.
Let's be real. You give Samoa Joe some weapons, bro.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm all for that then. So, with that being said, man, you can slide in the news and notes if you want, or let's start running past some of this stuff. Cause
I say let's do it a little different tonight.
Okay.
Let's go willy nilly, whatever the fuck the first thing come up that you think of.
First thing on my mind is this, right? Now this is Wrestleheads, right? And I've been wanting to say this shit all fucking week.
Say it.
Okay. What this guy does on the internet is the same thing that everyone else does, okay? What this guy does is check out all the sites just like everyone else and put up the best stories. Checks the sites, make sure the stories are true, validates them with a whole bunch of sites just like everyone else does. So newsflash, people, if you're out there running a wrestling site and you're putting up information, motherfucker, if you weren't at the goddamn dinner table with the superstar you're talking about, then you're just biting the information also. Don't come at us with that bullshit talking about, oh, well, you got to give us credit and this and that. Because the bottom line is this. People pull stuff from our page too, all the time. And we're not running behind them asking them to give credit to our fucking page. Why? Because wrestling news and wrestling notes is universal. And unless you're the actual source that the fucking story comes from, then you're getting the information secondhand just like the rest of us. Okay? You motherfuckers catch feelings real fast, and I'm going to end it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not motherfucking Jason Whitlock. I know how fucking fat I am, and I ain't body shaming nobody. And don't worry, Jay, we coming to you too. But for this shit, to end this shit quick, fast, and in a hurry, get off your goddamn high horse wrestling sites. Because we don't fucking need you. We get the fucking information just like everybody else, and it comes secondhand, and we always say that this is what we heard or this is what we saw on the internet. We never go as far as to confirm anything because we know that everything could be a rumor. But for you to come for this guy and disrespect and say shit, motherfucker, you out of pocket. No. It's gotta be said, Randy. It's gotta be said. Cause this ain't motherfucking the $1 Million Man DiBiase talking straight to us saying, hey, you guys are talking about me on some shit I did last week. No, these is motherfuckers who went and got the goddamn story from somebody else and try to tell you gotta praise us because we did the same shit you did. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Keep on. You want credit on this motherfucking show? I'm gonna be nice this time and I'm not gonna mention no names mainly because I already done forgot your asses. But you know who the fuck you are.
No, I said.
Don't come at us with that bullshit. We've been putting in work on this shit since 2008. And we do the same shit that everybody else does. And we don't ask for no motherfucking pat on the back. Cause we all wrestling fans. You know when we take our asses out there and we go on the road and we fucking go to these goddamn pay-per-views and we go to these shows and we get in between real wrestling fans, the first thing we do is start mixing notes, comparing notes. Talking about everything that we all fucking heard to see what shit is true and what shit ain't. And motherfuckers ain't running around talking about give me credit. This ain't about you. This is about professional wrestling, is it not? You are not bigger than fucking professional wrestling. I got your motherfucking credit hanging right here, bitch. You go ahead on. I had to get that out. And it wasn't even kitchen bitch time. Fuck you gonna come on and say some bullshit like that to us? Block us, motherfucker. You don't block us. We block you. Look. We're the fucking brand here. Okay? And we the only motherfuckers that shoot it straight and talk it straight. Half of you motherfuckers is wimps anyway. You fucking walking around, got this story. I'm the one to come on and say, you know what? This dumbass motherfucker did this shit, and what the fuck is his problem? I'll say it. Because what's the fucking point? We all talking about the same thing. This is the same shit that we all love to talk about. And we ain't asking for credit from nobody because we all doing the same thing. We follow them. We watch all the goddamn shows. We talk about them. Because honestly, this shit is fun. You know what I'm saying? This shit is fun to us. It's a great stress reliever. Been loving professional wrestling since I was born, man. And I never made it about myself. And you motherfuckers shouldn't do it either. I'm done.
Okay. What young Charles is sitting there talking about is like on Instagram, because if you check us out on Instagram, the Instagram been blowing up. We got over 2,000, like 21. Last time I checked, it was 21. And this
motherfucker's talking about the same shit we talking about.
He talking about, because I talked to one of the people, which I don't know because they come under the 434 Club, which is a site I like. And, you know, they have information. And like the dude was like, oh, we'll block you and give us credit. Because I'm like, I just sit there telling the dude, I'm like, I get information from different places. Like, I even named a couple of them to the dude. I'm like, but it's just not just you. And see, everybody wants a boy. I'm like, unless you right under the motherfucker, where a motherfucker sitting there telling you information, you got the information from somewhere else. It's like different sites like Ringside News, fucking, what's the fucking other one?
There's tons of them out there.
You got motherfucking Dave Meltzer. People, it's a gang of motherfuckers that have, see, like somebody like Meltzer, he's in the inside.
Yeah.
Where if he say something like, ain't nobody gonna really say nothing because, hey, he's an insider. You know, it'd be like the equivalent in football, like Adam Schefter or fucking Ian Rappaport or some motherfucker like that. And the thing about it is this, and there was another guy from a wrestling group where he was sitting there saying like, oh yeah, hey, I put that up this morning. Where did you get this from? Because I kept seeing on a couple of things. He said, who runs this group? Who says this? And then when me and him start talking in the DM, where they call it, the download message or the private message, and I said, damn. I said, boy, look at the hours. I said you just put this up this morning. I put that story up almost 23 hours ago.
So obviously,
but I didn't tell him like, hey, you biting us? I said, hey, I put up the story 23 hours. What? 18? What's that? Fucking 16 hours before he did. I didn't say, hey, you biting us. I just said, hey, we put up the story before you. So I said, most likely we're not copying you because we had the story up before you did in a wrestling group that I never fucking heard of. I have to go look in the fucking shit to see.
I won't look for it.
No, I said I have to look for it, but this is the thing about it. Everybody acting like this is action news. You know, I try to get the shit for, to me, I feel like we got the hardcore fans, and I give the people what they want. You know, it's all the sharing the information.
That's all it is.
People want reliable shit because let's be honest. What I try to cut down on this group, this site, this shit, is all the joking shit. A lot of people have a lot of joking, fucking mean,
fake ass stories.
Fucking what's that? The K-Fab, the motherfucking other little bullshit.
Like somebody put up a picture says CM Punk was at Takeover Chicago.
I didn't put that shit because I knew it was a fucking, hell freeze over before I expect CM Punk to appear at a WWE fucking event. See, I didn't run that shit. I seen all the other sites was putting that shit up there. I didn't put that shit up there because, hey, I'm a Chicagoan. We're fucking stubborn. We don't give in that fucking easy. Where we could just stop talking to you for a couple of years and like, hey, it's all cool now. We good. No, I knew it seemed like bullshit. And I'm like, that same picture, I remember him not looking like that. I think he's on the challenge right now. And I think he looked a little bit different. So that's why I was like, I don't look like him. But nonetheless, with that whole fucking thing,
if it's not
motherfuckers want people to kiss the fucking rings. I can sit there and be nice, and I sit there and be cordial, and I sit there and say, okay, hey, I got that. Like I told you, I said, hey, I got that story from you. It ain't no problem. I said, if I get something for you, I give you credit. But that made me to go look for many other places, and if you look on that shit, I've been giving other people credit, and I think I had one story from the 434. And I didn't see the 434 getting into it with the Spotlight and other motherfuckers. They get into it with other fucking sites. It's like a fucking site where at the end of the day, it's about wrestling. It's about the information of wrestling. Because all fans want to know what the fuck's going on.
My thing is this. Like I said before, and when I heard about this bullshit, I told you, if it ain't trademark by him, if it ain't copyrighted by him, if they weren't the originators of the goddamn story, you get no credit, ho. None. Block us. Go ahead. It ain't gonna stop shit. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't give a fuck. It's that fucking simple.
They're out of Australia. They got a couple of fucking.
I don't give a fuck.
434
I don't give a fuck.
See, and look at this. I'm giving you all this credit. You happy? You can fucking wet your fucking willy.
Fuck
whatever they are, fucking kangaroo.
Fuck all that.
Fuck you got over there.
It is what it is. All I'm saying is, when you start getting into real serious reporting and real serious topics where you're sitting down with these superstars and you're talking to them yourself and you're posting the report and you trademark that, then you're entitled to credit. If you don't do that and you're just fishing for stories like everyone else, then I'm sorry, son. I'm not going to give you credit. Now, this guy's more professional than I am. He'll give you credit. I'm a motherfucking truck driver. I don't have time to give nobody shit.
And I look at this as a wrestling group. Like, you see...
it's supposed to be a community.
Yeah. I put up there, like, Chris Benoit's birthday today.
Yeah.
Not everybody will touch that subject because Chris Benoit is still...
It's been
a taboo. His name's still taboo.
It's never going to stop. You know what I'm saying?
And at the end of the day, this show... We prefaced this show, me and this guy... damn near a decade ago, where we like, hey, we gonna talk straight how we feel, straight motherfucking shooting. That's even about Benoit and the fucking stuff surrounding his death and his family's death, or any other fucking controversial subject that we take on this fucking show. And that's why right now, you can best believe, you can bet your bottom dollar, ain't nobody bitching up to no motherfucking sites. Now, I try to be nice and professional, because I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to start no motherfucking war.
It ain't even about starting no war.
No, but I mean,
you have to let motherfuckers know. No, you gotta let people know what the truth is at the end of the day. The truth is we all doing the same thing. So I'm not gonna ask my neighbor for credit. I'm not gonna ask this neighbor for credit because we don't require credit from the stuff that comes from our page. Because we're all imposing.
That's what I said. People share.
You know what I'm saying?
People share stuff. The people, everything. I don't say nothing about that because, hey, you sharing information. I'm not saying, oh, thanks for the fucking credit. I sit there and tell people, like, anybody DM, it was like all the people that hit me in the private box, just like when Victoria's videotape came up. I just told them, like, hey, we're a good page. Like, subscribe us on Facebook, motherfucking YouTube, motherfucking Instagram, as you already on here. Hit a like. I'm like, we try to keep the shit up to fucking date because I know as a wrestling fan, because I remember when I was a young wrestling fan, and I'm just saying young, in the teenage years, our computer shit was limited. I remember fucking going after fucking school, enjoying computer class to go on Wrestling Exposed back in the fucking 90s to fucking find out information. And I'm like, now we
And
in this
Wrestling
goddamn day.
Exposed was a damn good site.
It was a damn good site.
They was fucking 97, 98% accurate.
And
you know
to fucking find out information, and it's like I said to myself, way back then, if I ever run, I want to be accurate. That's why I check, cross-check many motherfucking sites. I just don't hit one site and run. That's what all the motherfuckers did, except Wrestleheads, when they seen that picture of CM Punk supposedly at the fucking NXT last night.
And he wasn't
We didn't
there.
put that shit up there because I said that shit looked photoshopped like a motherfucker. And trust and believe, I'm a CM Punk fan, a fellow motherfucking Chicagoan. I would love to say, hey, oh shit, CM Punk was at fucking NXT. Oh God, that means we got a chance. It's a high chance. I never put that shit up there. That's because I fucking check. See, and I suggest other motherfuckers do the same thing. So end this shit, because I ain't got all day to talk about this shit, because there's other motherfucking shit I want to talk shit about. 434, here's your credit. You happy now?
Shoot it on to the next shit, man. We can't keep going with this.
Let me see. You said it earlier.
You want to dive into that Lavar ball?
You goddamn right.
Jason Whitlock,
Now,
Breakfast Club.
Outside, hold on.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and take your shoot that across, because I remember that was a tough thing right there.
To sit here and preface, get into that. It started where Lavar Ball went on the fucking bird, probably doing the normal shit like he normally do. He sat there, he was talking to Colin Cowherd, his assistant or his co-host, Kristine Leahy, or Leahy, or whatever the fuck, I think I had it right the first time. She got on there and she tried to provoke Lavar Ball, which she did. Oh yeah, so how much is this? So basically he told that shit to Colin. She kept pressing and pressing and pressing to try to get him to fucking sit there and say something. At the end of the day, she was trying to needle him, and then he fucking shut her ass motherfucking down. He said, hey, I ain't paying no attention to you, you a motherfucking hater. So why would I talk to a motherfucking hater? So she got mad, and he said, hey, he just kept talking, then she was like, hey, are you threatening me? You threatening me? We know, let's just be honest. I'm a person of color. Charles is a person of color. A lot of us is person of color. It's like, when you fucking, the first thing, major thing you come out of your mouth talking about, are you threatening me? Come on now. We all know that. I mean, everybody had a family member or something. This is what people got to understand. The world has gotten better to a certain extent, but racism still lives, man. And that will make all the fucking people, the Caucasian people, and other people that don't like him try to unite and use a reason to really go after Lavar Ball. Trust and believe, he gives you enough fucking reason to go after him. Enough with his goddamn mouth. Now, him as a fucking parent, to me, he's a good parent. You know, he pushed his kids, and people don't realize pressure makes diamonds. You have to push your fucking kids nowadays. See, this is the problem with society. Everybody wants this apple and dumpling game shit where everybody hold hands, kumbaya, and shit like that. Life is not like that. It's not like that. Pressure makes diamonds. You have to push your kids, put a boot in their ass. I'm not saying child abuse. It's a big fucking difference between child abuse and being stern with your kids. And the thing about this shit is, she sat there and talked shit about that dude. Said, oh yeah, look at his son. And this was some time back. This is where he got to the fucking point where he called her a hater. Oh yeah, his son looks scared of him. He won't never fucking talk against his son. All this other shit. So she said all this shit before he got back to the show again. Because he'd been on that show a few times. With the Skip and Shannon. Usually what they do is like they little baby car wash. Skip and Shannon, and then they go to fucking the herd after Skip and Shannon go off. Now, with that being said, she just said all this fucking shit about him. Bam! They go back and forth. She accused him of threatening her, which, if anybody watched it, it was no fucking threat. Because he even went emphasizing like, oh man, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you. You know? Just to fucking throw that shit on her and get it off of him. Then, later on, in that fucking time, then you got Jason Whitlock bringing his fucking fat ass on there. And I can say he's fat because I'm fat. So I get to say that. He bring his fat ass on there and want to be a captain, save a fucking her, you know, and sit there and fucking say all this shit. And let me tell you something. That Jason Whitlock motherfucker, you go check up his goddamn record. Nobody liked him at ESPN. This motherfucker has a propensity to downing African American people, prominently known African American people. He did it to fucking LeBron James many times. He did it to Serena Williams. How you body shame her? That girl's built like a fucking tank. She is muscular. And matter of fact, you look at her, she has ass, she has titties, she has a body. And you body shame her, but you want to fucking save the goddamn fucking Caucasian woman that you work with or work around. I know, see, Jason Whitlock, I know your game, nigga. You ain't fooling me. You figure, hey, I'm gonna make it to the top by shaming every fucking African American I can get my hands on. And that'll get me a job. Hey, with somebody like Colin Cowherd, yeah, that probably get you a job. But after a while, you can't sit there and cry when people come for you. Then you fucking fast forward to the Breakfast Club where motherfucking Charlemagne the God fucking sit there and talk shit about Kristine Leahy for all the shit she did. Then you got fucking Whitlock coming back and trying to fucking protect her. And then you got on Friday, Charlemagne, I mean, goddamn, he murdered, death, killed Whitlock, threw him in the ground, threw the dirt on him, then dug him back up and murdered, death, killed him again, and threw him back in the dirt and fucking put him underground. Whitlock, how you gonna say, you get the preface of people threatening people, right? How she said that? Whitlock threatened Charlotte, I'm gonna come for you.
I'm gonna deal with him or something.
I'm gonna deal. No, he said, I'm gonna come for you, I'm gonna deal with you. He said it more aggressive.
You're gonna be dealt with.
Dealt with, there you go. You're gonna be dealt with.
Where we come from, that is a threat.
That's a threat. He knows that shit. That's why he said it like that. He wanted to come off like he was a fucking G. And fucking Charlemagne fucking destroyed him. Let me tell you something. Jason Whitlock, he's a fucking disgrace. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It needs to be said. As an African American, you're a fucking disgrace. As a journalist, you're a fucking disgrace. It seems like as a person, you're a fucking disgrace. It's like they said, like Corey Holcomb said, he look like he lonely. Shit, being a fucking cocksucker like that, you probably would be lonely. Because who gonna deal with you? Most likely, let's be honest, he probably got to pay for it.
Alright,
I'm just being honest, man.
Let me just say a few things on this, because I'm not going to say too much about it. I look at someone like Jason Whitlock, right? Now, I'm big, I'm black, I'm everything he is. And what I don't understand is, how is it that he see it from his point of view, his narrow point of view, and I see things exactly the way Charlemagne told it? Because we had this conversation before where I told you, I said it seemed like he really working out of his way to tear down black folks.
It's like with the whole Kaepernick shit. Man. He went above and beyond the Call of Duty.
I don't understand that. I'm like, dude, number one, I really have never heard him have anything positive to say
about black people,
about anything. No. And I'm just like, man.
Unless you're Tom Brady, or unless you somebody like that.
Right.
And one more thing before I forget. Eric Davis, fucking Chris Broussard. It's almost sad. Eric Davis, you look like you started to say something, so I'm not even gonna trash you because you look like you want to say something, and you caught yourself like, fuck, I can't say it. I can't say it.
And
of course, Chris Broussard, little Bojangle, he couldn't say nothing. Or he wasn't going to say nothing. He wasn't going to rock the boat because he like, hey, ESPN, I can't go back to ESPN, See, Eric Davis, he can go back to the NFL Network.
Yeah.
He can go back that way. Chris Broussard, where he going to go to the CBS Network, or he run out of options, So it was one of them two. And that was disappointing too. But that's it.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because, you can tell that they didn't feel right just leaving it at what they left it at. But at the same time, I get it. You gotta work, you gotta make a paycheck, you gotta make a living for your family. But I'm just an average person, and I turn on the TV. I don't get to watch Speak for Yourself all the time. I don't get to listen to Colin Cowherd all the time by choice. And but it seemed like every time I run into Jason Whitlock, he got something bad to say. like negative to say, I should say, not bad, but
a lot. Everything is
negative,
especially.
And I'm just like,
especially against, let's say it, tell the truth, against
African
African Americans.
Yeah,
against African Americans, Caucasians. He don't have that much bad to say. And see, to me, that's where you see the flaws. Because I mean, like right now, think about it. Case in point, if a black wife would have said that, which Giselle Bundchen said about Tom Brady, oh, it would have been World War 19. It would have been, oh, how could she do this to her husband?
It would have been an investigation, launched, everything.
I think it should be an investigation. How could the black quarterback not tell nobody that he had a concussion? Or Tom Brady, oh, Giselle didn't know what she talking about. Oh, Tom going to talk to her. Oh, man, she said something that she wasn't supposed to say. You know? Oh, man, boy. Well, you know, Belichick and them going to have a conversation with.
You know, it's just, it's frustrating because for everything we got to do when we walk out our front door, you know, trying to keep things on an equal playing field. You know, ain't nobody asking, no one's asking Jason Whitlock to sit up here and be positive if you don't want to be positive. But why you got to go out your way? Because he goes out of his way.
Completely.
To really tear down folks. Why do you think Charlemagne said all this stuff? And I'm
tear
not even,
down African Americans.
I'm not even.
You have to preface it on that. Not tear down folks. Because he just don't go after folks. He go after one type of people. The same fucking color he wears. He goes out of his way to go after that. Not people. I'm not hearing that shit. I'm not saying you're trying to generalize it. You know, where it's a broad scope of people. No, fuck that. That nigga go after African Americans. Like he got them in his fucking sights.
And
I mean, shit, like, oh no, I don't want to talk about the white guy. Oh, I don't want to talk about the Latino. I don't want to talk about Chinese. No, him. Yeah. He feel like because he's black, he got to take it another fucking step. And sometimes Stephen A. got a little of that shit too, but he ain't nowhere close to this shit. And I'm not even a fan of Stephen A. Smith like that. But he ain't nowhere. This Jason Whitlock, this dude's on another fucking plane somewhere.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm not a fan of the Breakfast Club. I don't really care.
They got to fucking subscribe for me now. I didn't listen to him.
The last time I saw Charlemagne the God was on Guy Code. You know what I mean? I didn't really pay attention. But when this came about and this made news and I started listening to what he said, I'm thinking, God damn, that was
He said everything we fucking
thinking. That was everything I was thinking right there. And I'm a card-carrying, fat, black, fucking outspoken dude. And I'm just like, why? It just, like I said,
he put himself out
to me, it's disappointing to see him like that, to see him doing that. Because it's like, hey, you in a spot, you on TV, you made a lot of fucking reporters, they couldn't have got there, man. But did you really have to get there by tearing your fellow brother down like that? Like that's how you feel. That's how I feel. Yes. That's frustrating to me. And you know one person that has been on Fox that we ain't heard nothing about from this? I want to know what Rob Parker thinks of this shit. He probably ain't saying nothing because he want to stay on TV.
Hey,
because I know,
but you see what happened?
Motherfucking Rob Parker.
You see what happened?
Got something to say about this.
He said something about fucking RG3 and his goddamn wife at the time because he cheated on his wife and got another chick pregnant now. But you see what happened? That got him fired from fucking ESPN, First Take, and all that shit. And Skip made sure he brought him back when he got over to Fox.
I mean, to me, it's like just a fundamental disrespect. Even if it's something, it's not something that need to be carried out on TV or whatever. But really, everybody need to get together and talk about that.
But
man.
You sit here and think about it. He tried to find these ways to shame these people. Think about it. Lavar ball, no matter what his faults. And see this thing, the Kristine Leahy chick will sit there. She tried to sit there and say, I didn't say nothing negative.
She tried to.
You said he scares the shit out of his son.
She tried to pick at him because she knew she already had a negative look, a negative outlook on Mr. Lavar Ball to begin with. She already didn't like him to begin with. So she knew that when he came on that show, and really he was just trying to have a one-on-one conversation with Colin Cowherd, it ain't his fault that she's positioned behind him.
Yep, and that was another thing Charlemagne's pointed out.
Right.
She way over here.
It's not his fault that she's positioned behind him, and quite frankly, she doesn't have anything positive to contribute to a conversation with him anyway, and that's why he's like, I'm not even worried about you, but she's picking at him, and let's be honest, that's what they do when they trying to make a person fly off the handle or try to make a person come out of character and this and that. I think Lavar ball handled it the best he could. He smiled.
He could have handled it to me.
And the fact
I
that
would have hit her directly where you shut her up. Well, I would have sat there and said like, why would I talk to you? I'm just asking what the women know. It got nothing to do with it. I said, you know why I don't want to talk to you?
She tried to
because
say that he was sexist.
You accusing me of scaring my kids. You were basically accusing me of child abuse, which you just said.
Yep.
Now, that's a threat.
Yep.
That's something that you said maliciously on multiple occasions. Look at his son. He don't even want to talk. He's scared of his father. What do you think that means when people say that shit? That means like that when you in your mind you be sitting there, damn, do he beat his kids where they got fear of him? He won't speak against them? Like he controls his son like a fucking puppet? It's like you said all these negative connotation things about this man and his son.
And like I said,
you made it personal before it even got to that fucking point where he probably wanted to cuss you out, but he like, hey, I can't do that, so hey, I'm just not gonna pay no fucking attention to your bitch ass.
See, what frustrates me about LeVar Ball is this. He knows going on a Cowherd show that they basically trying to make him look foolish. They basically trying to get him to say something that he probably don't need to say. They're trying to bait him.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows this. But the way that woman kept going after him, trying to put words in his mouth, saying how he feel, saying what he said, are you threatening me and this and that? It's like, he's not even worried about you, but you're worried about him. And you're picking at him, trying to find something. And Whitlock, I don't even know if Whitlock even went and saw the footage of the show. He probably just heard her side of the story.
He just came in there and just jumped in there.
He probably just heard her side of the story and said, well, you know what? I just feel like I got to say something about that.
He was sitting there worried, oh, her family getting all this stuff.
Yeah.
What about LeVar Ball's family? That bitch just accused him of abusing his kids, of putting the fucking fear into him. To me, them kids don't look fucking scared. All because he's stern and fucking like, hey, we got a plan. I don't know about the plan part, but saying, hey, we got a plan. You know, hey, this is what's going to happen, and we're going to do it like this shit. It's fucking bullshit. She knew what the fuck she was sitting there doing. He just called her ass out on it, and then everybody want to play Captain Save Her. Oh, come in there and fucking on their goddamn capes and try to save her. She put herself in that situation because she didn't have to say nothing. If she knows in her mind she didn't say negative stuff about that man and attack that man when he wasn't around, and then you want to sit here and have a conversation
and wonder why he not trying to deal with you after you done talked about him. Wonder why he don't want to deal with you.
He shouldn't have disrespected her. And Cowherd, he's talking about, oh yeah, I paid her. You know, it's no reason I shouldn't jump in there. No, you ain't gonna jump in there because it's good TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Tell the fucking truth.
It gets people to watch your damn show.
You know it was bad when First Take had to talk about that shit.
No, it's bad when it was on Channel 7 Eyewitness.
No,
News,
I'm just saying, no.
Like, it was everywhere.
That's a Fox. I don't even look at that. All that shit, like the news, that's Fox and all that shit. When ESPN...
Yeah, but Eyewitness News ain't Fox.
No, I'm saying it's all news to that end. But I'm saying the motherfucking Mouse House, when the Mouse House, including that's the same company, all that shit.
Yeah.
When they have to sit there and talk about it on First Take, basically talk about a competitor's show, that shit hurt they goddamn heart.
Yeah.
Because they ain't had shit like that where ESPN can sit there, yeah, hey, from ESPN, yeah, we were talking about this. You know that they hurt their goddamn heart.
We'll see what happens tomorrow if they'll have any response.
He gonna have to respond because Charlemagne destroyed his ass.
Well,
and the thing about it, he not only he destroyed about the weight, but that was a little touch. What made it good? Charlemagne dropped facts. That's where the shit differentiates. Where he dropped facts on him about his fucking rap sheet about going after African Americans. And he went against LeBron, who been pretty much squeaky fucking clean. I mean, let's be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron fucked around on his wife, but that's not major shit.
It's not even that. How do you talk about that guy?
Serena Williams.
That guy's like the face of the NBA.
Serena Williams, how do you talk about
tennis? I don't get
a champion. These are champions.
I don't get it.
But
I don't know why you talking about.
He probably praised somebody like Maria Sharapova ain't never did shit. I'm sorry, that's where I have problems with shit like that. So, you know that son of a bitch, Jason Whitlock, he's a fucking kitchen bitch of bitches. I mean, shit, he might be up there with Dixie Carter, where the fucking grand bitch. I think we should make a new one, like a grand bitch. You know, And that fucking shit's disgusting.
Like I said, it's just disappointing to see, man. I was really mad about it when it first went down, but
I ain't disappointed. That means like I had some hope, you know. Disappointment, like you had hope. Like
whenever I see somebody of color in these positions, you only hope that they try to do the best they can, you know. But yeah, when you see somebody like that, it's just really Uncle Tom in it, and you know
that it's not Uncle Tom or Steven.
Well, Steven. That boy, that disgust he had when he saw Django rolling up on that horse, like he didn't even acknowledge Candy. Hello, my ass. Who this nigga's up here on that neck? He did not want to see that, bro. He was hot.
Cause basically he seen somebody more powerful than him.
That was his same color.
Yep, and younger. Steven was old as shit.
He still caught himself on the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but like I said, to me, I've been saying that about Jason Whitlock for the longest time, man. Like, why are you tearing down your own folks, man?
You don't have to
terrible,
now.
Man.
If you sitting there talking about facts, I get people talk about facts. See, I'm a person, I like to deal with facts. And I'm like, okay, if you saying a fact about something they did, or like when they talk about LeBron like with choking and stuff, I can't say nothing about that because nigga done it in his career.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing about that, but give me some facts. But don't sit here and try to make some motherfucking wish upon a star shit where, oh yeah, he's
talking about literally talking about his equality video. Like, are you nuts? That was something positive. You don't tear that down. You don't tear down folks when they try to do something positive.
And see, this is the thing about it. He talks shit about Kaepernick. Kaepernick has been out there as an activist. Kaepernick has donated over $1 million. I would love to know how much Jason Whitlock has donated. I bet you I got a good guess what he had.
Probably nothing, man.
And you goddamn right. You look at somebody like him. He ain't giving up shit. He gonna feel like I had to fight and scratch and claw for everything I got. When you ain't fucking did shit, you ain't never put your dick on the tracks. You been the fucking yes sir, boss sir. Yeah, I do it right. I do it right now, right now.
Yeah.
Jason Whitlock, you a disgusting motherfucker. And I'm not even talking about your fucking weight or your look. As a fucking person, you're a piece of trash, man. That's just the way it is, man. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you're an African fucking American, and you starting to be a prominent one, and it's like, you don't have no pride, man. No pride. Oh, he ain't Muhammad Ali. Shit, I bet you don't even like Muhammad Ali. You was using that shit for a preference and a fucking just to tear him down. You probably say, Muhammad Ali didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. No. But he couldn't say that because, you know, if he say that, then it's over. Then the white people even go fire him.
Yeah.
Because you can't go that far. Okay, you can go this far, but you can't go that far.
Yeah.
That's my kitchen bitch. That's like.
I mean, I really, the kitchen bitch I said earlier was about all of us reporting wrestling, you know, and understanding that we're equal. No one is better than the other, and we don't need to kiss each other's asses for the same stories that we're all circulating around the community.
The only thing I look at that, I'm a little more like, I get it. Everybody wants to fucking get their fucking page up. I mean, of course, I want Wrestleheads. But I want our page to be successful.
I mean, we've been operating, doing what we do. No matter how many people look at it, if nobody looks at it, whatever, we're still doing it because we enjoy doing it. You know, it's not about hunting other people down and saying, hey, you know, you need to say this, or you need to mention us, or you need to do this, that, and the other. Because to me, I mean, come on, man. If it's not, like I said, if it's not the true story itself, or the person that put it up, you know, as in, like, they're involved with this, then you can't get credit for it. Because then that means you got to turn around and ask the people that you're talking about for permission to talk about this stuff. Do you do that? It's a lot of layers to this shit, bro.
Everybody fucking bites stories off everybody. That's what I've noticed. Because even some of the shit I seen on the 434, there's a shout out to you again. I seen it on other fucking places. And you can see that shit. So, do you fucking give them fucking people credit? I seen people get like slight credit, or the motherfucker might give a motherfucker a photo credit. Because, I mean, people want credit for every fucking thing. But we'll be here all night. I just say that's a society thing right there. You know, everybody want to suck each other's cocks and shit for some fucking reason.
The bottom line is, wrestling was good tonight. The NBA was good tonight. You know, We got the controversy off our chest for this past week. We got this next week looking forward to going into Memorial Weekend. You know,
the water's wet and Jason Whitlock's a bitch.
Yep.
That's just the fucking world.
Everybody be safe out there. You know, we got to see how that turns out. But man, wrestling's still running strong.
And Jason Whitlock, you're a disgrace of African American.
I can't believe that dude, man.
You a fat, fedora-wearing piece of shit. And them hats don't even look good on you. What the fuck you wearing them hats for?
I like the hats. I just can't stand the attitude.
He like a fucking fat, fucked up looking black-ass Perry Mason without the style.
Damn, man. At least you didn't say Ironside.
Motherfucking Ironside had more style, and he was in a goddamn wheelchair. Shouts out to Raymond Burr on both of them.
Raymond Burr was he was a bad motherfucker,
you know.
And I usually don't, you know.
You know what you did, Jason Whitlock? You made me a fan of the Breakfast Club, because I'd never watched that shit. But I subscribe to him now.
That dude was straight up. I mean, he got rough on you, man. And he said
he got past rough.
He got rough on you, and he said some pretty tough stuff.
He took your ass behind the school bus and fucked you up.
But I mean, you put him out there on national TV like that.
He kept saying, "Oh yeah, Charlemagne the God. I'm gonna deal with him. He's gonna get dealt with."
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what the fuck you tough talking somebody?
My question to Whitlock about that is simply, your job is you're on a show that's reporting sports. Did you really have to take all that time out to try to alienate somebody who was really ready for you? It probably wasn't a good idea. I wouldn't even mention it. You probably should have just kept your show rolling.
You know what happened when after fucking Charlemagne said all that shit? All I heard on Whitlock's part was, he's dead. Dead on, hold on, check the post. Niggas dead on arrival. DOA. And I don't think, it ain't nothing. I'm interested. You know, you got my curiosity. I'm not going to put my DVR to fucking record all the fucking, what's that fucking show called?
What show?
Believe for yourself?
Speak for yourself.
There you go. Speak for
yourself.
For yourself. You know, it should be called Jason Whitlock Speak for White People.
Ooh, don't do that. Go ahead and cut it, director.
No, fuck that. Because that's what he's doing. He ain't going for black people.
He not, but we're not going to mention the white folks because we like our little show. We don't want them taking our shit.
They understand. They understand.
Hey, honestly,
they sit there and look.
Honestly,
I'm not being racist. But he's trying to appeal to the white people.
Hey, and it's just like Charlemagne said.
I got no problem with Caucasians.
A lot of white
if you notice, I got freckles, so you know some Caucasian in me.
No, it's not even that. You know, it's just like Charlemagne said.
Irish.
It's like Charlemagne said. A lot of white folks don't like Uncle Tom.
Exactly.
Out of him. They laugh at him and they use him
because he's not trustworthy.
But yeah, you gonna turn on your own, bro. Ain't nobody.
They said, "Hell yeah, you'll turn on us."
He made a solid point with that. He did do that, but we got to go ahead and cut that.
So, to hurry and wrap this shit. Check us out on Instagram, which Instagram is blowing up over 2,100. Want to thank you all for supporting us.
And we don't need no credit. Like, you get a story from us, we're not gonna chase you down talking about.
I want credit.
Please give us our credit.
Wrestleheads want credit.
That don't make no sense.
All bullshit to the side. I seen people that didn't took stuff, and some of them gave us credit. So shouts out to you people.
Well, I mean, it's cool, but it's not mandatory.
No,
you know?
I mean, of course it's not mandatory, but I guess it's that fucking society nowadays. But with that shit, check us out on YouTube, which this should be up within what we got 9:30. So I say about 11 o'clock safe. And check us out on Facebook. Yeah. And we probably have a show in motherfucking 2 weeks. The next motherfucking
Extreme
shit.
Rules.
Yeah, there you go.
And before we go, I'd just like to say one more thing. Grown men don't wear rumpers.
What is the fuck? I had to ask my son on that. What the fuck is this rumper shit?
As that's been going around,
these motherfuckers wearing these goddamn women's onesies.
The only rumpers that these men don't wear is jumpsuits from jail. That's the only rumpers.
That's not even that.
They didn't have.
How are they out there styling? And I'm like, you got this shit where you goddamn fucking shit out. Like, that's women for cleavage. Like, I want to see tits. I don't want to see a nigga's chest.
It's the same reason why they was wearing them shirts that look like dresses, too.
I'm done.
I don't get that either.
I'm done. Catch y'all motherfucking men in a couple of weeks. Wrestleheads out.